Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vanessa. I should welcome myself back though. Like, it's been way too long that I've done a video for YouTube, and I've honestly just been lagging it because I wasn't comfortable with my skin for the longest time. I was going through that hormonal acne stage and it sucked. It sucked really bad. The last thing I wanted to do was put on makeup. It just made my face itch. I wasn't comfortable. It was just painful. So today's video is going to be on how I cover up my acne scars. They're not as bad as they were, but they are still pretty bad. I feel like the camera makes it look not so horrible, but I'll insert pictures because I feel like you should see what my skin was really like so that you know I'm not like exaggerating. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I covered up my acne scars, then keep on watching. First, I'm going to start off with this rose water mist. It has witch hazel, so I can just use it as a toner. It feels really good too. Next, I'm going to moisturize with the Tatcha the Dewy Skin Cream. You don't have to use this cream. It's not going to help covering up your scars or anything. It just feels really nice and lightweight. I also like the Neutrogena, what is it, the Gel Boost water cream or something? Or no? The jelly one. It's in the blue container. I can't think of the name right now. Next up, we're going to use the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer, and this is what's going to make the biggest difference in your makeup. Like if you have acne scars, like pitting and pores, it just smooths everything out so good. The pitting, I mean, it's still going to be there because that's kind of just like more damage to your skin. So I haven't really found something to cover that up fully. So if you guys have any suggestions, but this is what I've been using and it's honestly a lifesaver. This one you really do have to make sure that you blend out properly though, because if you don't and you put your foundation over your foundations, it's not gonna look good. So I'm just applying this to basically like wherever I have any pores, so like on the sides right here and then a little bit right here. And then I put it on my cheeks because that's where I have a lot of acne scars and pitting. I hate pitting. It's like the worst. And now to cover up all these acne scars. So for some reason I feel like the light kind of makes it look a little bit lighter. This has cleared up so much. It was really, really bad. And if you guys don't believe me, I'll put a picture right here. So I'm barely getting back into playing with makeup more. It's just I have to work on getting rid of the scars. I haven't really started that process yet because I wanted to make sure my acne was completely gone. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go in with green concealer, and all these steps are what I did even though when it was still really bad. This is what I would do. So I'm just using the LA Girl green concealer, this one right here. I'm just placing it on the back of my hand and I'm just going to use my ring finger. So I'm just going to dot it wherever I have any redness or scarring. Okay, so now that I put my green concealer, I'm going to cover up the green with the Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm just going to do the same thing again. I'm going to apply it with my finger. And I'm lightly just tapping because I don't want to move any of the green concealer. I just want to layer this right on top of it. I'm just putting the lightest layer because we're still going to put foundation on, and that'll pretty much get rid of the rest of the green that's still peeping through. Oh, I just got it on my hair. This always happens. I don't know where it went. Sometimes I feel like the pitting looks worse with makeup. Just hope it goes. I don't know what to do. I know like you can do like the laser stuff. I have been taking collagen and I feel like that is helping my texture a bit, so I'm going to keep doing that. Okay, so now time for foundation. There's quite a few that I would use throughout this whole period of breaking out or whatever, but most of the time I would only do my makeup if I had somewhere to go. So if I had to go out, I would for sure use a full coverage foundation. So all the steps right now I'm doing are if you want to go out, and because I wouldn't recommend doing this every day, especially if you have like active like cystic acne. You just need to let your face breathe. When I had to work my office job, I would do mostly just powder foundation and I would spot conceal with the concealer. So that's like all I would put on my face, and then I would wipe it off as soon as I got out. So there was quite a few foundations that I use throughout this period. One of them is good old Studio Fix. This one is such a full coverage, and I know I can rely on it to stay on, and just honestly it just works. I know a lot of people are like MAC, but honestly it's good. It's been around for years for a reason. And then for drugstore, I was using the Infallible Pro Matte a lot, and now that my skin is clearing up, I'm using a lot of retinoid cream, so I feel like my skin is super dry, and this, for some reason, I haven't been able to use it lately because it just like, I don't know, my face gets so dry and it starts to like patchy on me because it just sucks this foundation in. I don't know how else to explain it, but I really did like this one, so hopefully my skin will kind of get back to being normal so I can go back to using this one. I do like that one. Lately, I've been using the Frankie Rose Matte Perfection Foundation. I can get away with this one now because my acne has cleared up a lot and my scars have gotten a little bit lighter, so I can get away with using this. It's like a buildable coverage, so it's not full coverage from the first layer, at least not in my opinion. In my opinion, there's more full coverage foundations out there, but I've been using this. Well, I ran out of Estee Lauder Double Wear. That one's also a really good full coverage foundation. For now, I'm just going to use the Frankie Rose, the color Olive and Bear. Just kind of pat it on. I'm not rubbing because, again, I don't want to move the layers. I would also do this with my finger, but I just have this brush, so I'm using this brush. So literally just patting, not wiping. And I'm going to take the Beauty Blender. And normally with this foundation, I do 2 pumps just because I love a full coverage, and we need the full coverage when we got scars, so, well, at least I do. I'm just gonna apply another layer, but mostly just focus it on my cheeks. I did mix a little bit of Studio Fix this time. It looks really nice mixed together. I'm such a mixer with foundations and everything. Just gonna apply the rest on my neck. Okay, so next up we're going to go in with the Banana eye cream. I just apply this because when I put my translucent setting powder, if I don't have eye cream on, it just kind of makes my eyes look super dry. So I'm going to apply a little bit of orange concealer just to cancel out some of that darkness. And I'm just going to use this one, the LA Girl, again. I had this other pot and it was like peachy orange. It wasn't like orange like this, and it worked so good, but I left it in the car and I don't know, I think I haven't even gotten it out, and it was in like 116 degree in Arizona, so I'm pretty sure it's not good anymore. So now I'm going to apply some Shape Tape concealer. I don't know where the brush is that I normally do this with, so I'm just going to take that same foundation brush. So another concealer I've been loving is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I don't really like to go too crazy with all the creams. I haven't been cream contouring either. I'm barely starting to again, but when it was really bad, I wasn't doing it. I was just sticking to powders. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to cream contour just because I feel like it looks nicer when I don't, whenever I have all this like texture right here. Okay, so now I'm going to set the under eye with the Lancome Long Time No Shine Translucent Setting Powder. This powder is so good. Like, it's up there with the Laura Mercier, but this one, it's just been stuck with me since I got it. I just feel like it doesn't dry my eyes up so much underneath. I'm just making sure I don't have any creases. I tap it on my skin first, like this weird face. Does anyone else do this too? I feel like it pulls my eyes. And then I'm going to put this right here because I feel like I have pores that pop out here. And translucent powder just helps minimize that appearance. I'm not really baking the forehead. I'm kind of just working it in. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab some more translucent powder on this kind of a flat brush. So now I'm just gonna wipe off some, and then the rest just like build it in. Translucent powder, by the way. Okay, so now I'm gonna take Studio Fix C3 powder on a flat brush again, and I'm just going to focus it a lot on the cheeks just because I had a lot of redness there and those marks. So I'm mainly just using this to like make sure none of that comes through. I'm gonna spray some Fix Plus. By the way, this is Fix Plus, but I hate the actual bottle that MAC Fix Plus comes in. It always spills, and it's not a comfortable spray. Like sometimes I feel like I'm squirting my client, and it just like a big old straight. So on the spot that's still really dry, I'm gonna put some on a beauty blender. Mainly right here around the cheeks where it gets so dry. Okay, so next up we're going to highlight and contour with the Frankie Rose contour palette. I'm going to mix these two shades, Mellow Yellow and Dollface. And I'm gonna contour with this middle shade, Heated. And I follow my natural curve, like I don't just go straight like this. So if you could tell, it curves in, so make sure you're taking it in like that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna warm up my face a little bit more with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this bronzer. It smells like you're on vacation. Okay, and next up I'm going to use my favorite blush. This one right here, it's Genuine by Tarte. Give me that sun-kissed look. Like my niece says, she's 6 and she was on the train on the way over here and she was taking selfies, but the sun was like right on her face and she sent it to me. She's like, I'm going to take some pictures so I can look sun-kissed. She's so cute though. She's such a mini me. My sister always says she had my daughter for me. And I'm gonna take this highlighter. It is my favorite one at the moment. It's Indiscretion by Laura Mercier. Like it looks good on if you have like textured skin, because I feel like it's not as glittery as some can be. Like it's just very nice and natural. It just kind of illuminates the skin. There's some highlighters that can look really bad, especially if you have acne scars, like the really glittery ones. Just want something like this that's gonna give you kind of just like a soft one, and don't put it anywhere where you have any acne scars or acne, because it's just gonna make that stand out more. I was breaking out like a lot on my cheeks, and I really wanted to be careful not to get it on any areas where I was breaking out. Instead of using a bigger highlighting brush like this, I would just take a smaller one. So I would just take this, I'll just use it now, and work it in, and just making sure that I don't get on any areas that had any acne. This side I have a pitting like right here, so you know what, I am going to use this brush and I'm literally going to work around it, so I'm not going to put it anywhere on top of that one right there. And if you do get some on there, it's not a big deal. You can just grab some Studio Fix powder and cover it back up. I feel like sometimes I wouldn't even put highlighter on because it would be that bad, and there was nowhere for me to put it on besides like my nose. I haven't contoured my nose yet, so I'm not going to put any on there yet. And then you can build this up too, so if you want more of a glow like that, just keep putting on layers. Okay, so I just put some lashes on and then I put some eyeshadow under my eyes. So now I'm going to do my lips. I'm so mad because I cannot find my Whirl lip pencil, so I'm going to use Spice. not liking spice. I want my whirl. Maybe this one will work. It's the I Love Sarai X Color Pop and Gurbi. I'm going to use the Frankie Rose in Macaroon. So this and Whirl lip liner has been like my go-to lip lately. I love it. Alright, so I'm just going to spray one more time. Okay guys, so that about wraps up this video. I've been lagging on this video for so long because it was just so uncomfortable showing everything. I don't know, I just felt really weird about it. So I really do hope that you guys learned something from it. And like I said, when it was really bad, I would do these same exact steps, but only when I was going out somewhere during the week. I would let my face breathe as much as possible. I wanted to avoid putting on all this stuff on it. And if you do have to wear makeup during the week for work, just do like powder. Try to avoid doing like foundation and everything. I know you don't feel as good, but it'll help you in the long run. But yeah, let me know what video you guys want to see next. I'm not sure if you guys want like more of a talk through of what helped clear up my skin. I feel like it wouldn't be that long of a video because I don't know if I really did that much, but there is definitely things I could share that may help you. You guys saw that picture. It's a huge change. It was literally months of going through it, and I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go out and see people, so it really does like mess up your self-esteem if you let it. So try not to let it. Just think it's temporary. It will pass. You just have to figure it out, do your research, go see a doctor, and maybe they will give you something that'll help. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and just comment down below what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys next time.